Okay, so what you're looking at here right now is the circuit that will control the up-down motion of the inside cabinet. All right, so the green circle here is the motor. The blue square here is the battery. It's a 12 volt, 3 amp hour nickel metal hydride battery. These squares here are limit switches. These ovals are reed switches, which are magnetically controlled. So let's say the cabinet is in the down position, and I got a magnet here. So what's going to happen when this is completely finished, there's going to be a magnet inside of whatever is going to sit on top of my cabinet. It could be a vase, a flower pot. And when I move that object to the left or right will determine if the cabinet is going to go up or down. So if it's in a down position and the magnet is over this reed switch here, what's going to happen is it's going to close that switch, and current is going to flow in this direction, shown with the orange highlighter. Okay, so go through the relay, go through the normally closed limit switch, go through the now closed reed switch, through a 97 ohm resistor, back to the battery. All right, these two highlighted areas are the relays. The reason I have a 97 ohm resistor is because these are 5 volt relays, so I need a voltage divider. So with 97 ohm resistor, you'll now have 7 volts across that resistor and 5 volts across the relay to trigger it. So when the current flows in that direction, it's going to cause a little armature inside the relay to move and into this position right here, through that leg, through the motor, back through this relay, which is connected to ground, and cause the motor to turn. Okay, so when the cabinet is in the fully up position, it will hit this limit switch. Once it hits the limit switch, it will trigger it to off. So the cabinet will now stop. So now if I want to put the cabinet in a down position, I just simply move the magnet over to this reed switch, which will now cause current to flow in the opposite direction. So it'll now go this way. Move that out of the way. Same things I explained there. It'll trigger this relay, cause that armature to move over. Current will now flow through this relay in this direction and back through ground through this relay. Just want to make one more correction in my drawing. This wire here would not connect to here because we don't want it to go through the 97 ohm resistor. So these 2 points on the relays would actually get connected directly to ground, negative voltage right here. All right, so that's a lamp cord, and I'm going to attach that to the motor. Okay, here's a sneak peek at some of the track I'm going to install. So a good place to bring up the cord would be right up here. Next, I'm going to work on the power source. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. I'm going to stick with 12 volts. And I'm going to go back to what I did when I built my coffee table. I'm going to use a Makita battery. And I won't have to go out buy a charger because I already own a charger. So I'm going to use the 12 volt Makita battery. And first step is to just trace it out. So I need some contact battery terminals to attach to this battery right here. So I'm going to use a Ryobi charger that I am not using. And obviously I'm not going to use it for a Ryobi, but I can still use the contacts for my Makita. You can see, let me turn this here. It fits inside nicely. Adding epoxy resin to the bottom of the circuit board so I can glue it inside this hole. That micro switch will connect to one end of these white wires, and then the other end of the wires will come up here and connect to a reed switch. Is install these pot lights. I'm going to install 3 of them. Alright, so let's take a look at the lights I just installed. Got 3 pot lights. And I just glued the wires down the edge, hidden, to a, I don't know what you want to call this, a little hub that connects them all. Okay, so I got this all wired up. This comes directly from the battery. This is the positive. This is the negative directly from the battery. And that will feed a switch. This switch will turn the lights on and off. Also turn the layout on and off. So I added this wire right here, connected to this end, and this will connect to my future train circuit. All right, so let's take a look at this. I'm going to put the magnet on one side and watch it go down. It is a little squeaky. I'm going to have to add some grease to the pulleys. But This should stop once it completely closes. And it did. Now if I want to make it go back up, just move the magnet to the other side where the reed switch is. Now it's going to go back up. Take a look at what's going on underneath. So that concludes episode number 2. If you like this video, hit subscribe. I thank you for watching.